When is it the right time to leave your partner, and how to know which is the right partner for you when it comes to dating or looking for the right partner? I'll answer all of these questions. I'll give you the framework of what you need to go through to make sure you have a loving, conscious, intimate relationship. With that being said, my name is Lewis. If you don't know who I am, I'm a coach, I'm an author, I'm a speaker. I help people find their life's purpose, heal their trauma, and create a life that they love, especially in their relationships and what they do for work, whether it's a career or a business. So with that being said, I'm going to pretty much rip straight into it. My only favor that I'd like to ask for you for today is to like this video and subscribe. The more subscribers and likes it gets, the more it gets shared to more people, the more people I get to help. So with that being said, I will begin. Let's kick this off. There are 3 pieces that you need to know whether it's time to leave your partner and to make sure that you're attracting and looking for the right partner for you. So let's rip straight into it. First things first, both partners need to take responsibility over their own shit. That's the technical term, right? Their own triggers, wounds, limiting beliefs, insecurities, whatever it may be. There's a line that I use a lot in my content. Nothing triggers you, it reveals what's inside of you. And your intimate relationships are the biggest mirrors to you. That's why they trigger you. That's why they push you push each other's buttons. It's because you're mirroring each other's shit. Again, technical term. So if both partners, if you want a conscious relationship anyways, if you want an unconscious relationship, you don't listen to this podcast. If you want a conscious relationship with depth and intimacy and connection, great communication, great sex, whatever it is, with conscious intimacy, if you want that, you need to do this. Both partners take ownership, because let's play it out. Say one partner does and one partner doesn't. The person that takes responsibility and ownership is going to continue to heal and grow and take responsibility over their stuff and address it, while the other partner doesn't. And this partner that doesn't grow will blame the other partner and play victim and manipulate and control and just complain that the partner that's healing and growing is just trying to change them. They'll say, I got nothing to work on. Stop trying to control me. You're blah, 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 blah. That does not work out. And you've probably been there before. A lot of people have been in a relationship like that, especially if you're listening to my content. If you're consuming this right now, you're probably on your journey of growth and healing. Well, you're consciously on it anyways, because everyone's on it, whether you're aware of it or not. You're probably consciously on your journey. So if you're like me, you've probably been with partners before where they weren't healing, they weren't growing, they weren't taking responsibility. Very frustrating, isn't it? Because you're healing, you're growing, you understand that when you get triggered, it's something within you to work on, a limiting belief, a trauma, or something like that. And the partner that doesn't grow just plays victim. They try to manipulate, they try to blame, and they just don't take responsibility. So the first piece that both partners need to do is take responsibility. Now, I've had some clients tell me, how do I get my partner to become aware of this? I joke, but don't joke. And I just say, send them one of my videos. If you're in this position right now, send your partner this podcast and let me do the honest talking for you. I've got no dramas doing that for you. And if your partner doesn't like it, again, he or she may not be the right fit for you. So that's the first step. So the question to you, do you take responsibility for your stuff, your triggers and wounds and insecurities? And does your partner? If the answer is no, do it. Or send this to your partner. If the answer is no for your partner, send your partner this video. It's a great starting point. So that's the first point. Let's tick that off. Let's assume that's a tick. Let's move on to the second point. Is both partners need to have clarity on the vision for their relationship, and you must be aligned with your non-negotiables. Do not turn someone into someone they don't want to become. Now, you need to be so brutally honest with this step. A non-negotiable in my world is something you would walk away from. As in, if you're not aligned with a certain thing, whatever the non-negotiable is, you would be willing and you would walk away from that person if you guys weren't aligned. You got to be brutally honest with this. Don't bite your tongue. Don't fucking hold back your thoughts. Speak your fucking truth. Now, if you're struggling to do that, you may have some unhealed trauma and some shit to work on. Go back to step number 1 and keep healing, keep working on yourself. You have to be healed enough to be able to do this stuff. So speak your truth. Now, what are some examples? Now, I recommend with my paid clients, I give them the numbers between 3 to 7 now of how many non-negotiables. Because there could be, the reason I say that, I've seen some clients who have like a checklist of like 100 things that their partner needs to do to be worthy for them. And I think that's actually overcompensation from past hurt. That's actually a trauma response. But I do believe in having alignment with non-negotiables. Now, what are some examples? I actually give you some examples for me and my wife, Georgia. Love you, baby girl. So, my beautiful wife, these are my non-negotiables. Number one is self-development, self-growth. I could not be with someone who does not do self-development. I'll actually share a quick story on this. So when I first met Georgia, this was coming up to 6 years ago now, 5 and a bit years. When I first met Georgia, we were connecting, we were sleeping with each other, just friends with benefits. We weren't officially dating. And I was very closed off. My heart was closed off. I had a lot of unhealed shit that I hadn't addressed yet. And that's a conversation for later. But she started to win me over. And I'm very proud of her for doing so. And she opened my heart up. I was more softer. I was able to actually not work at 24/7, 365. She changed my life. And I'm so grateful for Georgia. However, a red flag that I had when we were in that sort of friends with benefits stage is I saw potential with her. But one of my biggest red flags, she didn't do self-development. Now, I was already on my journey at this time. I was doing Tony Robbins, seminars, masterminds, courses, books, programs, healing processes, all the stuff, right? And she'd done zero. So before we started dating, I just had the honest conversation. And it sounded along the lines of, baby, I see a really beautiful potential with you. My concern is you don't do self-development. That's something that is a non-negotiable for me and my future partner. I want that to be you. I'm just curious, is that something you're wanting and you're willing to do? I'm not going to try force you. I'm not going to turn you into someone that you don't want to become. Is that something you're wanting to do? And if she honestly said no to that, I wouldn't be with her. I wouldn't be married to her now. I wouldn't be getting ready for kids with her. Well, I would have walked away because she wasn't fundamentally aligned with me. Now, she said yes. And since then, she's done NLP, she's done breath work, she's done ceremonies, she's done her own work, her own healing stuff. It's so beautiful to see her fucking growth. She honestly inspires the shit out of me. I love you, baby, for watching this. So that's an example. What's your non-negotiables and fucking communicate them. Some people just they bite their tongue, they don't speak their truth, and then you try to turn someone into someone they don't want to become. That's frustrating, isn't it? And you've probably been there before. So anyways, to finish off my non-negotiables, self-growth is definitely one. Health is one. I could not be with someone who doesn't look after their health. No judgment if you don't look after your health. That's just someone I couldn't be with. Third is family. I want children. I want to have kids at some point. We're getting ready for that very soon, actually. And sex and intimacy. That's important to me. I've heard stories of people who are like asexual, like never want sex in connection. Again, no judgment. I just could not picture a relationship like that. I love connection. I love sex. I love being intimate with each other. So I wanted to make sure that we're aligned with that. And you have to be, again, brutally honest with what these are. If you're biting your tongue, you're suppressing something, you're shaming something, and that's actually going to bubble out and actually ruin the relationship long term. So to wrap up this step 2, get clear on your vision. No, when I ask people, what's the vision for their relationship? They got no fucking clue. So get clear on what yours is. Get clear on what your partner's is if you're with a partner right now, or when you start dating, get clear on what theirs are when you start dating, and just be super honest. Are you guys actually aligned? So some examples might be religious beliefs. If you want to travel, if you want family, wealth goals, family, whatever it may be, it's up to you. It's personal. So there's no right or wrong. Just get clear on the non-negotiables as if I would walk away from this person if we weren't aligned. I joke about this with my clients all the time. I teach values. Now, I'm not going to give you the spiel on values, but I don't value travel or experiences, okay? It's not a high value of mine. So for me, like I joke about this, I rarely leave the house. We're actually going to watch a movie soon, but that's like, I barely leave the house. I wake up, I go to the gym, I train. I did that this morning. I've come home and I work from home. And I leave to like go to events, go to a movie, but I don't like want to travel the world. I could honestly go my whole life without traveling. I don't really care about it. Now, if your vision for your relationship was to be with a partner who you travel the world with and you go to music festivals and all these things, that's amazing. You'd fucking hate me. You wouldn't want to date me. We are not aligned, and that's okay. So you just got to be super honest. What's your vision? What's your non-negotiables? And are you actually fundamentally aligned with this person? And if you're not, so say you're with someone right now and you've come to the epiphany that you guys are not aligned, beautiful. Give each other love and grace and appreciation for the experience that you've had so far and the reason you've come into each other's lives to heal and grow, to get to this point to realize that you're not aligned. Perfect. Move on. That's it. Crazy. And I have heard the stories. Well, what about the kids? What about the house? What about the finances? I get it. I'm not saying it's easy. Navigate that. And because I just want to really zoom in on this one a little bit because I hear it a lot with some clients. They're like, What about the kids? I said, okay, well, if your kids were in this situation, so your kids were in a relationship that they didn't want to be in, they knew it wasn't the right partner for them, what would you suggest them to do? You know the answer, leave. But there's emotions and there's things you got to navigate and blah, 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 blah. Okay? Do what's best for you, selfishly, for your future, and the other person as well, to make sure you both get what it is that you want. Okay? That's step 2. Step number 3 is you learn how to support and challenge each other towards the vision in a healthy way. Okay? Maximum growth is on the borderline of support and challenge. So learning how to support your partner, that may look like being empathetic, holding space for your partner, loving your partner, supporting your partner, encouraging your partner, being proud of your partner, or a bit of challenge, a bit of accountability, holding people to standards, holding them to their word, but putting, quote, healthy pressure on each other to do the things needed to move towards the vision. I'll give you some examples. So my wife, as an example, there's been times where literally I'm in the shower. If you guys have seen some of my content, I have quite long showers. I meditate in the shower. So I put some frequencies on. I literally had one before. And I like to just process my shit. It's a good way to process what's going on. And sometimes some shit comes up, some trauma, some shame, some insecurities, some shit comes up, right? And I remember, TMI for what I'm about to say, me and Georgia had like laid down the bed, ready for some sex and connection. And she's literally on the bed, getting ready, connecting to herself and getting ready for that. I'm in the shower. And then I have this shame and shit come up mid-shower. And I start crying my eyes out. Like it was really heavy shit that had come up. So I literally walk out of the shower and like Georgia's looking so elegant and beautiful in the bed. And I walk out, I look at her and I've just got like tears coming down my face and obviously changed the mood pretty quickly. And she's like, holy shit, is everything okay? And I'm like, look, I'm really sorry. I've got some stuff that's come up for me. I ask her, do you have the capacity to see me right now and hold space for me? And she's like, yeah, of course. And she just loved me. She's like, all parts of you are lovable. What do you have to say? What are you shaming yourself for? Bring it up, get it out, get it out, get it out. And it was such a healing conversation. That's what support can look like. Challenge, she said this to me, word for word, multiple times. Lewis, be a man of your word. You said you were going to do this, do it. She's held me accountable. So learning how to do that in a healthy way. Don't get me wrong. Every human gets triggered. We have moments when you get triggered into a trauma response and you say things that may be hurtful to the other person. So you learn to love and apologize and make up for those moments. But for most of the time, learn how to support and challenge each other towards the vision. That may be supporting your partner to go heal through their stuff. So like Georgia at the moment, she's in a really heavy growth stage, and so am I. But she's doing a lot of inner healing, like trauma work at the moment. And when we have a trigger come up, remember a trigger is revealing something you haven't healed through. We find what the trigger is, and then I support her to go heal through that. And she does the same for me. So it's like, great, we found the trigger, we found the wound, abandonment, manipulation, control, dismissed, unseen, unloved, whatever it is, unworthy. And then we say, great, when will you go do a process on this? So if you guys follow me, my balancing process is what we use for that. So then she books into a calendar and I support her and hold her accountable, challenge her in a healthy way to go heal that. So then that same wound stops repeating itself. Because until you heal a trauma or a wound, you keep repeating the same patterns and same triggers, okay? So that's what support and challenge can look like. That's what you need for a healthy, intimate relationship. So the topic of this conversation was, when do you know when to leave your partner? Just go through these 3 things. Number 1, do you take responsibility of your stuff? Does your partner? Okay, they don't. Well, you just need to bring them aware that nothing triggers them. It reveals what's inside of them. How do you do that? Send them this podcast. I'll do it for you. Second, vision. Are you guys actually aligned? That's probably going to be the biggest reason why you'll be with the wrong person. If they want A, you want B, you guys are just unaligned, and that's okay. That's fine. Just have that loving, beautiful conversation that you guys are not aligned. Thank you for the experiences you had, the connection, the growth, and everything, and navigate your way out of that. Fantastic. Say you guys are aligned. Perfect. Tick, tick. Then it's like, okay, are we supporting and challenging each other in a healthy way? Take ownership for your stuff, because I guarantee you're not perfect either. Neither am I. And then just learn, how do we communicate our boundaries? How do we communicate our standards? How do we hold space for each other? How do we connect with each other? How do we talk more with each other? Those are skills that you can learn, okay? So the biggest reason that you're probably not with the right person is going to be the first or second point, okay? Because if you are both taking responsibility and you've done enough work to do that, and you're actually both genuinely aligned with your non-negotiables, the support and challenge is a dance. Like, I'm not perfect either. My wife isn't perfect, but we're pretty solid at it. Where when shit comes up, when concerns come up, when red flags come up, when insecurities come up, we've got to a point where we can navigate that in a healthy-ish way. 90% of the time. 10% of the time, we still get triggered. We're humans as well. So those first 2 points are going to be the biggest ones for you being with the wrong person. And maybe this conversation today has given you that epiphany that, holy shit, I'm with the wrong person. That's okay. Just sit with that, feel into that, and do something about that. And maybe you are with the right person. You just need to realign your expectations, realign your standards, realign your vision, and make sure you guys are going the same destination. If you guys are not going the same destination, you're with the wrong person. And you've got to be honest with that. Don't hide it. Don't shame yourself. Don't suppress your truth. Be brutally honest about it. I hope this made sense. I hope you got value from this. If you did, put your comments down below. Please subscribe. Like I said, please like and share this with someone. Share this with your partner if you need to. And if you'd like to work with me, guys, please grab a copy of my book. The link is down below, The Inspired Life Method. If you'd like a free trial to my paid coaching with a one-on-one call with me personally, comment down below. Oh, sorry, there's a link down below. You can go grab that. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. Speak to you soon. Bye.